Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to L Does Boxing. We back with another one. We got these new WBA rankings we're about to break down. Just came out, you know what I'm saying? They come out the last day of the month like clockwork. So we're going to get into it, man. You know what I'm saying? Do a little screen share. Before I get into that, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. You can check me out on my social media, Twitter at OverJ, Instagram L Does Boxing. It's scrolling across the bottom, and then you can tap in with the website LDoesBoxing.com. Feel free to tap in. So yeah, we're gonna do a little screen share, man. Y'all know how I do with these rankings, man. Let's give us a peek of what's going on and all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? Just do what's good with you, bro. Salute to you. Salute. Okay, we're gonna run down these rankings, man. See what we can find. So you go to the WBA website, you know what I'm saying? It's real easy. Like I said, they come out the last day of the month. You know what I'm saying? Just go to the rankings and you're good to go. Alright, we got the heavyweight division right here. So of course we got Alexander Usyk versus Daniel Dubois. That's the WBA mandatory. Dubois is the regular champion. Usyk is the super champion. So those guys gonna fight August the 26th, and I'm looking forward to that. You know what I'm saying? I know Dubois coming off a ACL injury, and I'm curious to see how fast he come back or how he look. And Usyk been out the ring for a while, and this is like a hometown fight per se for Usyk because they fighting in Poland. That's the closest country, you know what I'm saying, to Ukraine. You know what I'm saying, given the war situation. So that's what it is. That's coming up August the 26th. That's going to be on ESPN Plus, so we can watch it over here in the States. As far as the top 15, I mean, it's looking like the same. We waiting to see what Deontay going to do. It's looking like he's going to wait till to fight Anthony Joshua. AJ has to win August the 12th against Dylan White, and then we'll go from there. Let me see. None of these guys. Well, Jerry Anderson got some coming. He coming back August 26th. He's going to headline the show. So that's the same day as Usyk and Dubois. So we got two big heavyweight, attractions going down that day. Well, who else got some? Zon Kazabuski. He's fighting on that undercard. Now, he was due to face Anderson on July 1st. He fell out because of visa issues. Now, they got him going against F.A. Ajaba. That's a pretty good fight, though. And that's going to be on the undercard. So that's what it is. So the heavyweights started to get busy a little bit. AJ fighting next month. Usyk fighting next month. Big Baby Anderson, F.A. So they started to get the ball rolling, That's what's up. Because they've been slacking this year. Also, Philip Herkovic is fighting this month as well. He's on the AJ White undercard. He's the IBF mandatory. He's putting that at risk. He's facing Dempsey McKean. So, you know what I'm saying? So, some heavyweights getting cracking. For sure. Alright, cruiserweight division. The cruiserweight is one of those divisions a lot of people don't talk about. You know what I'm saying? He said, yeah. I like the quick turnaround for Big Baby, keep him active now for sure. Yeah, young guy. He probably get this one and then probably another one there at the end of the year. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? 3 fights. That's nice. 3 fights in like 6 months. You know what I'm saying? The cruiserweight division, like a lot of people don't be on the cruiserweight division. Partly because it's like a European division, but they actually have some good fighters. Arsen Galamarian, he's the WBA champion. He's kind of obscure, but he can fight though. You know what I'm saying? He just haven't been as active. You know what I'm saying? Now he was linked to fight Tommy McCarthy, number 13, but he having some promotional issues over there with the TV deal and all that shit. We got 4 champions in this division. Badu Jack, probably the most well-known. He's the WC champion. Jay Abataya is the IBF. He got a mandatory, and Richard Harapur should be coming up soon. Chris Billon-Smith, he probably running back with Lawrence Okoli, who he just took the title from. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. But if these guys fight each other, it's a pretty decent division. You know what I'm saying? As far as the rankings, nothing too crazy. I like Dorlicos, but Dorlicos can fight. I haven't heard from him in a while, You know what I'm saying? Mike Perez up in there. Ryan Rosicki has a good fight coming up. He's facing Alante Green. I think that's in September up in Canada. You got guys like Marius Briedis. Marius Briedis, either just fought or he about to fight. I can't remember. These, like I said, this is an obscure division. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of stuff going on. Light heavyweight. Now, light heavyweight is a division right now. If you look at it as a whole, it's kind of down too because we're not gonna get undisputed. We just heard the bad news about Beterbiev and Callum Smith being postponed because of injury to Beterbiev. He had a jaw infection. And Dimitri Bivol, he been inactive. You know what I'm saying? He last fought against Zerto last November and haven't fought since. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no opponent in the near future, so we don't know. So if you're looking at opponents, you gotta go to the top 15 unless they do something creative, like fight Benavidez or another big name in super middleweight, or maybe he'll go down. But if we look at it, it's not really much to choose from. You know what I'm saying? I like the Alexander Vucic fight. That makes sense because that's a former world champion. If it ain't no political shit involved with Russia and Ukraine, I'd take it. Joe Smith Jr., I haven't heard much about him. That would be he already beat him though. So, but Waxy and Dan Aziz is fighting August the 19th for the WBA final eliminator to become the mandatory for Bivol. So they fuck around and fight Bivol this year because that's August. Maybe he'll fight at the end of the year and they can order that fight. That might be what's coming. You know what I'm saying? But his last fight was a mandatory though. So he probably has an opportunity to fight a voluntary before. But if he don't got no good voluntary, he might as well fight the mandatory. That's how I'm looking at it. So yeah, they got Richard Rivera. Now he just had a fight in Colombia. He been climbing up the rankings. So I mean, I was thinking him for a title defense for Bivol, but we never know. You know what I'm saying? He just signed a new deal with Star Promotions too. He re-upped with them. So I don't know what that means. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Light heavyweight is kind of down right now. Super middleweight, we got undisputed Canelo Alvarez. We know he got Jermell Charlo September the 30th. David Morrell is the regular champion. He's looking for an opponent. I wanted to be against David Benavidez. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? How that shit gonna work. There's a couple of good names on the PBC side that he can fight that I'd be interested in. Demetrius Andrade or Caleb Plant. Those two fights would be cool. Shit, even Beck the Bully. You know what I'm saying? They fall on the same card. Tank Davis on the card, him and Ryan. So, yeah, so, you know, these guys underneath, I think they should fight each other while they wait for Canelo. I always think that in any division. I like Christian and Billy. I feel like he's the dark horse in this division. He was on that Beterbiev and Callum Smith undercard. He's supposed to face Damon Nicholson. So I'm thinking that whole card might get scratched. So he gonna be looking for a date. I heard September the 8th off the rip, but we'll see if they can keep that date. You know what I'm saying? We got Pacheco up in there. Pacheco gonna have a hometown fight in the back half of the year. So y'all stay tuned. Matchroom's supposed to be dropping their schedule for the rest of the year. They already got a couple of fights they're about to announce. But look out for Pacheco. He's going to have a hometown fight in LA. So that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Gotta take a look at those rankings. 160. We already know 160 is like a down division. We're waiting on Erislandy Lara versus Danny Garcia. That fight's supposed to be next week, August the 5th. But they've been pushed back. Now, PBC got a couple of dates in October. October the 7th, they got Vegas. October the 14th, they got Minnesota. So, you know, Minnesota sounds like a David Morrell date. Vegas, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Lara versus Danny. We'll see where they put that at, you know what I'm saying? But the rankings is pretty much the same. Got a lot of obscure guys. Good guys, but some guys obscure, you know what I'm saying? This division, the top guys not fighting each other. You know, Jamal Charlo in the win. We got a new IBF champion, Gutierrez. He's from Germany, so he'll probably make a title defense later this year. But he may keep that belt over there. Janabek is the WBO champion. We'll see if Top Rank can lure the IBF champion so he can make a unification sometime in the near future. Maybe Zanbeck have to go over there. I don't know. But, you know, it ain't a lot shaking. You know what I'm saying? You got guys like Amo Williams, whose career been on hold, waiting for opponents and shit. I think he brings a good spark to the division. It's basically wide open, real talk. You know what I'm saying? Michael Zarafa is the mandatory for Lara. he took step aside money. So whenever Danny and Laura get together, he gonna be on that undercard. So he'll be possibly fighting one of these guys. Thomas Lamana, he just had another win. He's number 4. I mean, Michael Zarafa and Thomas Lamana makes sense to me on that undercard. But we'll see. This division is definitely down. You got Elijah Garcia. I like him. He fight with PBC. Shane Mosley Jr. with Golden Boy. So, yeah. A lot of obscure guys, man. For sure. Let me see. And Billy. Yeah, I like him, Billy. Hopefully he can keep that August 19th date. But his promoter in Canada has dates. They got September the 8th and September 21st. The right side, what's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Yes, sir. Yeah, they won't give him Bud his credit, and everybody all surprised. You know what I'm saying? They tear that man down, and they want to give him his flowers. Yeah, he definitely need a fight. Now I heard he supposed to be on Richardson Hitchens undercard. He's supposed to be fighting in September. I forgot the date. It's supposed to be Jessica McCaskill versus Sandy Ryan, and Ammo supposed to be on that card. So we'll see. So 154. So Mel going up to fight Canelo. So his undisputed is gonna remain intact until after that. I'm expecting right after he fight Canelo, win, lose, or draw, they're gonna start ordering some shit. You know what I'm saying? We got a new entry though. Yo Ellis Tellus, excuse me. We seen him last weekend on a pay-per-view. He just stopped Sergio Garcia. I ain't see that coming. So salute to him. So he come in number 13. So y'all see. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up, man. They move those Cubans fast. He's like he's a stablemate of David Morrell. At the top, you got Israel Marinov. He's number 1. He's not the mandatory. He fought 2 eliminators with Michael Soro. Those just ended crazy. So you might see Marinov versus Kubanov. You know what I'm saying? Maybe for the interim title, or maybe whatever, to be the mandatory for Charlo. I mean, I really don't think Charlo. If Charlo do come back to 54, I don't know. I mean, because he might not have them belts for real. So we'll see what happens. Because I know Tim Mizzou trying to get the WBO and all that shit. So we'll see. We got Vito Manicki up in there. Jesus Ramos, those young PBC guys. So we'll see. Hopefully those guys be back pretty soon. That should look crazy, right? Terrence Bud Crawford, the WBA super champion. They didn't think he was going to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. We'll see what happens with the Canelo fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think it depends on that. That should look crazy. They ripped that guy off. They was mad at BOK Prime and forgot that this is a damn elite fighter. They lied to us. They said he fight like Ugas. But of course, Terrence Bud Crawford is undisputed. We seen what happened last weekend. We got the regular champion, Amon Stanionis. Now, if Bud was going to campaign at 147, his first mandatory would be Stanionis, not Boots. Let me throw that out there. It'd be Stanionis, not Boots. Stanionis actually took step aside to allow Spencer Crawford to happen. A lot of people forget about that because he was stuck in that situation with Virgil Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? They ordered Virgil Ortiz just because they didn't know what was going on with the whole bullshit with Spencer Crawford as far as negotiations. But Stanionis is next if Bud decides to make a title defense down there. But what's probably going to end up happening, he'll probably fight a rematch with Spence at 154. You know what I'm saying? Both guys struggling to make weight. So that might be, what they do next. It'd be a first fight for both guys. I mean, look, how can Bud go wrong fighting at 54 against a guy that he already dominated? You know what I'm saying? It can't be much different. The only difference is they're going to be fighting in 10-ounce gloves. You know what I'm saying? The way that fight looked. So if that happens and he vacate, Stanionis will get elevated. Boots will get elevated because he's an interim IBF champion. The WBC, they might have to maybe Keith and Ugas and Barrios. One of those 3 will fight for the vacant WBC. And then the WBO, Alexis Rocha. I think Cody Crowley is like number 2 or some shit like that. So maybe Alexis Rocha versus Cody Crowley for the vacant WBO. So we'll see how the dominoes how they fall once these guys make their decision on when they're gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? Oh, even yeah. You got Keith Thurman in the mix. He probably can fight Ugas for WBC. So it's a lot of shit. We'll see. So far as the guys got something coming, we're waiting on Thurman. I heard Thurman and Ugas. I heard Ugas and Barrios too. So we'll see. Gabriel Magistri, he got Trayvon Marshall on August the 12th on the PBC show up there in Maryland. Yo, they trying to get rid of Magistri, and this will be a good win for the young Trayvon Marshall because Magistri is number 7. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. That's an interesting fight. Magistri just stopped. We know he had that bullshit with Michael Fox, but he just stopped the former world champion Devin Alexander in April. You know what I'm saying? He faded though. Number 13, Derek Cuevas. He fighting this week on ESPN Plus. He's a good fighter. Southpaw, he's solid. He got a glossy record. Ain't fought a lot of top guys, but you know what I'm saying? He right there. He ranked in the WBO as well. So yeah, that's what it is. 140. Yes, sir. He said Ramos is special. Bad decision. EJ, don't take. Nah, he gotta take that fight. Why Boots ain't getting any top guys? I mean, shit, he ain't signed PBC. Got EJ number 5. Yeah, that's what's up. Still up in there though. 140. We got Rolly as the champion. Rolly got a medical exemption right now going on. He supposed to have a purse bid with Ahari Davis. So that shit got pushed back. Ahari Davis, since then, he signed with Golden Boy, so got him some firepower, got him some negotiation. You know what I'm saying? Somebody they can sit down and talk about some numbers and shit. You know what I'm saying? So whenever that shit happen. So I don't know what's gonna happen with Rolly. I seen Rolly at the fights. He'll do. I don't know what type of injury he have, but you know what I'm saying? He look cool to me. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Conventional wisdom would say that Rolly, I don't know what's gonna happen, to be honest. Because personally, I think it's harder to make Rolly versus Ryan Garcia, even though that's the name that's been thrown out there. You know, it look like Golden Boy and Ryan is in the lawsuit. We talking about Ryan versus Rolly, but we ain't talking about the lawsuit. Nobody told me if that shit been settled, and it looked like Golden Boy want to pull back the reins on Ryan and run his career the way they want to run it, because he stepped out on line basically to get the tank fight. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Now, if the title becomes vacant, the WBA will order Ahari Davis versus Ismail Barasu. Now y'all see that 3 right there. So we're gonna scroll down and see what that 3 talking about. So the 3. So he challenged the stoppage in his last fight versus Romero versus Rolly. So he basically, you know what I'm saying, petitioned to keep his position. So that's what that 3 means. So if it comes vacant, it would be Ahari Davis versus Ismail Barasu. Now I know the question is, what about Ken Sims Jr.? He just won the eliminator, but his mandatory ain't gonna be due for like another year after the mandatory for Rolly is solidified. So it's a lot of politics at play, man. A lot of shit, a lot of people probably ain't tapped in with, but that's what it is. Jack Calleron supposed to be back in October. He talking about fighting Jorge Linares. I ain't trying to see that, but it is what it is. Nesta Bravo is fighting in August. He's fighting on the zone. He's facing Will Madero. Will Madero had dropped Brandon Lee in that fight. Kurt Scobie is fighting August the 18th as well. He just ran through Hank Lundy. That was a mismatch, so he got another fight coming up. So he's staying active as well. So that's what's up. All right. Over down to lightweight. Oh yeah, salute to you, bro. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a ghost up in there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Once you see me, you gotta tap in. I'll be out. I'll be on the move. Yeah, the smart route. Nah, he ain't getting. That's false. That's cap, because when he took that eliminator against Armadev, he knew that. They knew that. They knew there was secondary mandatories, eliminator. They knew that because Rolly was a voluntary. Rolly versus Playo. Playo tested positive. Rolly still had a contract to fight for the title. They had Barrasso on the undercard, who was the mandatory anyway. You know what I'm saying? He knew that. I got you covered though. He did his big dog. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. They took Playo out the rankings. Yeah, it took him out. He said keep cooking. Yeah, his suspension should be up October the 5th. So 135. So look like Haney and Regis Prograis gonna go at it October 28th for Regis title at 140. So yeah, that's what's up. I'm down for that. And that win, if Haney get that win, that would put him in the lead for Fighter of the Year. Well, I don't know. Maybe Bud got something to say about that shit. I don't know. Because if Bud beat up Spence twice like he did, you know what I'm saying? Crazy. You might have to give it to Bud. But still, Haney is definitely right there because I thought he beat Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? He edged that one out. And then if he beat Regis, who I feel Regis, you know, probably number 2 at 140. I have to give it to Teofimo after that performance. But yeah, that would put him in a good position. So we'll see. But right now, I heard that fight is not done though, as of right now. So maybe they get some over the line, and they can. And like I said, Matchroom supposed to be announcing their fights coming up this week. So, but I heard that shit wasn't done. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't done when it was reported on Friday. What's up, Andre? Salute to you. Who you pick? I had Bud 7-5. I thought it would be an ebb and flow type of fight, back and forth. But I was wrong too. I got the right guy, but I was wrong on the result. We got Tank. He's a regular champion, man. I'm not sure if Tank gonna come back this year. I'm not even sure. Now we see the new change right here. Pitbull Cruz is the new number 1. He won the eliminator last weekend against Cabrera. That was a WBC and a WBA eliminator. So I mean, it don't take no rocket scientist to kind of figure out who, if Tank do fight this year or his next fight, will probably be a rematch versus Pitbull Cruz. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it at 100. And I'd rather see Frank Martin than Pitbull Cruz, but you know how this shit is. You know what I'm saying? You got Schofield in there. He's solid. Aaron De Los Santos, solid. Lightweight looking good. We know about the usual suspects, but lightweight looking good. Williams Zepeda got a fight coming up September 16th versus Mauricio Justice. You know what I'm saying? So good to see Williams Zepeda back. Schofield, Shakur dropped a little bit. He's number 7. But you know he going a different route. This kid right here, Albert, can't pronounce his last name, but I know he was an Olympian. You know what I'm saying? He just got a victory over the weekend. Keyshawn got a win. Cambosis, he got a win, but I thought he lost. What it is. And they got Giovanni Cabrera up in there. So, you know, Giovanni got the same manager as Earl Spence. You know what I'm saying? So, the new management company. So, he's still up in there. We got a new entry. What's his name? Alberto Lumara. Yes, sir, from Cuba. Yes, sir. We'll see what's up. So, yeah, man. So, waiting to see what Shakur gonna do. We know he got a fight date, November 16th. And I know it's on a Thursday, but it's tag teaming with the race. They're having a race in Vegas on the Strip. The first NASCAR, whatever type of race. They have it in the middle of the Strip. They're gonna have that shit blocked off. So they tag teaming that event with Shakur's event. So that's what that is. So we'll keep it moving. He said he's still trying to hold on. Yeah, he's trying to hold on to him now. He should keep them shit as long as he can. Let him go do what he gotta do. If he win, lose, or draw, then you get rid of him. Everybody else get to keep them shit. They go fight this guy, fight that guy, still be undisputed. He should be able to do it more than all those guys. More than Charlo, more than Canelo, more than Cade Taylor, more than Samantha Serrano, Carissa Shields. All these undisputed champions get to go dip and dabble in other divisions and they get to come back and remain on their throne. Let him do the same shit. Let him make a decision. You know what I'm saying? Hell no, don't drop no belts. Let those guys fight each other. He had to do it the hard way. What you think about people saying Spence should retire? Man, it's up to Spence. I mean, that's the new narrative. I mean, that's a big ass 180. First he couldn't be beat. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how Bud can beat him. Now he should retire. Nah. If he can come back, he's resilient. He can come back. But I mean, here's what it is. Yeah, he did. He ain't look too good. Andrew Gray, what's good with you, bro? Salute. Rio in the building. What's next for Cruz? Shit, he just fought, so maybe he's taking a vacation. To be honest, if I had to really guess, I would probably say Tank. The right side of that super chat. I appreciate you, bro, coming through with a super chat. Guys, show love, the plug, love, and respect. Salute, fam. Appreciate you, bro. Salute. Pitbull and Tank. That's what I'm thinking too. Leo has been in the rankings, so is he new? I think Leo been in there. I gotta double check it. I don't know. I ain't really do it like I did before. I just jumped right into it. This is my first time looking at it. Just saw WO gave. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. That really wasn't a big surprise, bro, because T.O. was the mandatory. T.O. was the mandatory for Josh Taylor. He was a super champion. I mean, he wasn't a super champion. He was a mandatory. So when he beat Taylor, he became the super champion. So he really supposed to get 18 months, like the other super champions did. Canelo, Bud, you know what I'm saying? So it's really not a big surprise, to be honest. Because it's not a lot of times when you're the mandatory and you win and you take the title off the champion, you have to make another mandatory right away. Now that shit happens when you win a vacant title, but not so much when you know what I'm saying, take the title from the champion. Shakur versus everybody at 35. Let's get it. 130, we got Hector Luis Garcia. He has his mandatory coming up with Lamont Roach. That fight got pushed back. So move up and fight Regis. Who you got? I like Regis in that fight. I heard Haney versus Teofimo or Prograis next. Yeah, I think Haney and Prograis is done. Well, getting done, getting close. But I think this gonna be I want to let that last fight he had fool you with Regis. I want to let it fool you. It's a lot of questions that Devin got answered too. We ain't never seen him fight that way. He fighting the biggest puncher he done ever fought, and Regis got something to prove. I think I like Regis right now. We'll see though. I know Haney can outbox him, but he got to put some. See, that's what I'm saying. We going off how this guy looked, but we gotta break it all the way down. That guy Zarilla was a hell of a puncher. Like, it's different when you just sitting back and waiting to counter punch all day and you can punch. We don't know if Devin can punch at 40. He won't punch him like that at 35. Now he's sharp. He can, you know what I'm saying, keep you off of him. And he, you know what I'm saying, Devin hasn't been right with the right hand since Alfredo Santiago. You know what I'm saying? How many knockdowns has Devin Haney scored since Santiago? That was November 2019. He dropped him in that fight and he fucked up his rotator cuff. Had to have surgery. He haven't been right. He haven't been shooting the right hand and shit like that. And as far as a boxer and boxing from the outside and skills and defense and shit, he gonna give Regis some issues. He gonna give him some issues, but we gotta look at it both ways. That's how we break it down. You know what I'm saying? Regis is a big puncher, the biggest puncher that he has fought. He's motivated. You know what I'm saying? Because he's coming off a bad performance. You know, he's like, I don't know if he's gonna be too weary of the power like he was with Zarilla. We'll have to see. That's why they make the fights. He said since the shoulder, yeah, yes sir. But we're waiting on Hector Luis Garcia versus Lamont Roach. That fight got pushed back. So maybe October or something on somebody's undercard. We'll see. We have a good fight coming up on Pro Box next week. Not this week, next week. I think like the 12th or something like that. But number 2, Otar Haralison, he can fight, yo. He's from Georgia. He can fight. I'm talking about the country of Georgia. He can fight. You know what I'm saying? He's going to face former world champion Roger Gutierrez. That's a 12 rounder, and it's probably an eliminator. You know, looking at the rankings. Let me see. We got something coming. Zephyr Barrett, he may get Joe Cordina on September the 30th. The IBF. You got Abel Mendoza. I think that's like a new entry right there. Yes, sir. So it's not a lot going on at 30. The champion's about to fight in the next couple of months. We got Navarrete versus Valdez. That's a big fight in the division. O'Shaquie Foster is in negotiations with his WC mandatory Rocky Hernandez. They probably got like a 2 weeks or so, a week or so left for that one. And then Joe Cordina gonna make a title defense. But other than that, it ain't nothing too crazy going on at 130. You know what I'm saying? So we got news today about Lee Wood. They gave an exception for him to face Josh Warrington. What Josh Warrington at? He's not even in the rankings, is he? Damn, I got Josh Warrington. No, he right there. He's number 6. I'm tripping. So Lee Wood versus Warrington. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big fight over there. Shit, they're doing that in Sheffield, like a smaller venue, not at the soccer stadium. I mean, look, like I said, it's the politics and shit. You know what I'm saying? So Lee Wood is allowed to face Josh Warrington. He got 120 days to fight his mandatory Kamatov. You know what I'm saying? Now, what do Kamatov do? Do he fight Ray Ford in the meantime? He don't have to. You know what I'm saying? He don't have to fight Ray Ford now. It ain't gonna be for nothing. So he can just take a fight, stay active, maybe get a payday and fight on that undercard, or maybe get another. He got his own promotion company. Maybe get an obscure fight or something just to stay active. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe he can get to pick his opponent, kind of like Zarafa. Zarafa took step aside. He can pick his opponent. Now maybe Ray Ford, maybe Kamatov may step aside. I mean, may pick his own opponent. Now if he picked Ray Ford, salute to him. You know what I'm saying? But he may pick one of these guys down here or something, or whoever they give him. See, you got this new entry right here. Dominique Jamar Francis. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all see shit like that, and y'all just hear what I just talked about Kamatov possibly picking his next opponent, this type of shit that we may see. He may fight this guy, Dominique Francis. You know what I'm saying? There you go. Pull him up on BoxRec. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. 126 is a pretty good division. I like the champions. Ray Vargas, him and Brandon Figueroa are gonna have a fight date coming up. Luis Alberto Lopez got Joet Gonzalez in September. You know what I'm saying? I like Lopez. Robis Ramirez just had a title defense, easy money. Now he may have a mandatory that's due. Number 13 on the Kagai. It's tricky because he's over there with, you know, the old Danny Kinahan situation. He just fought over the weekend, but he should be number 1 in the new WBO rankings. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's, you know, y'all know the politics of boxing. It's crazy. I like Luis Nunez. He fights with PBC. I like him. This is a pretty good division, though. Ruben Villa, he'll be back in September. I like him. He beat Luis Alberto Lopez. So he making his way back up. So that's what's up, man. 126 pretty dope. I think 0. That would be a good fight. What about Robisi? Yeah, I like Robisi too. He can fight. Alright. Moving down to 122. So we got Marlon Sapalas. He's a unified champion. WBA, IBF, and then you got Noah anyway. It's a WC, WO. We seen what he did to Fulton. So, of course, that's next. Anyway versus Tapalas is next. You know what I'm saying? December. So y'all stay tuned for that. I expect Anyway to win. But Tapalas is tough, though. He's tough. They got Stephen Fulton number 15, but he'll probably move up to 26. For sure. Kamela and MJ, they're supposed to fight for the Eliminator. You know what I'm saying? Hector Valdez in there, number 10, Max. I remember Hector and Max fought. That was a good fight. We got a new entry right here. That's what's up right here. This kid only got like 4 fights. He fought on Top Rank last Friday. Murata. He just fought. So that's what's up. They put him in the rankings. Alright, I see him. Liam Davies had a first round knockout over the weekend over Jason Cunningham. So I like him. He's solid. So yeah. 122. 118. Tacoma anyway is the champion. Looking like he's going to get former world champion German Cajas. Look like that's next. Showa Shida is the mandatory, but y'all see this right here, Victor Santillan. He got number 4 by his name. So let's scroll down. So he challenged in the decision against Showa Shida. They fought last month, and it was that shit was a close fight. Santillan probably should won that fight, but it was on the road. So y'all know how that worked. So yeah, we'll see. Now we got a new champion, Alessandro Santiago. He defeated Nonito Donaire over the weekend. I was trying to tell people about that shit too. I know we love Nonito and shit, but sometimes, I can let my boxing head, get away with how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Because I watched this kid fight. I was like, this is gonna be a tough fight for Nonito, and proved to be right. Jason Maloney is a new WBO champion. IBF is vacant, but in a couple of weeks with Manny Rodriguez and Melvin Lopez, I'm about to get it fulfilled. So that's what it is. 115, Kaz Ioka. He waited for a big fight. I like to see him in Estrada. We got the IBF champion Martinez. He just defended his title in June. Junto Nakatani. He won the vacant title from Maloney, Andrew Maloney, and he's coming back September the 18th. He's facing Argy Cortez. That's a good fight. You know what I'm saying? That's a good fight. Yes, sir. They still got number 1 not rated, so one of these guys gonna fight eliminated. They got Scrappy Ramirez number 2. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Scrappy can beat none of these elite guys. He probably would struggle with anybody in the top 15. I'm just being honest. But Scrappy, he got some skills and shit. He just missing some shit. We'll see. Let's see what's up with him. We got the WBA champion, Arkham Dr. Canyon. He chilling right now. He ain't chilling. He chilling. He don't got no pressure. Ain't nobody on social media going crazy over him. Talking about who he gonna fight and all this and going ham on him because he fights at 112. But if you look at his shit, you're like, damn, bro, he been hella inactive. I thought he lost his last fight to David Jimenez. They gave him a decision. I think that was on Tyson Fury's undercard, his last fight. We don't get him no smoke though. That shit, the energy ain't the same. They don't like to come down this far. But you got to though, because we got Sonny versus Bam unification. They're talking about December 16th. We'll see. But maybe in San Diego, Phoenix, one of those towns right there. That's a good fight right there. That's gonna help cap off the year because 2023 been crazy. 23 been crazy with the big fights. And this is the biggest fight at the lower weight classes right now. I mean, it ain't bigger than anyway in Fulton, but down here, 112 and shit, that's the biggest fight. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm waiting for that. Sunday versus Bam. Julio Cesar Martinez. Now he's a WC champion. He's supposed to fight his mandatory Arroyo. That's a WC animal champion. And we know those guys' fights been crazy, pullouts, and when they did fight, it only lasted 2 rounds and ended with a head clash. A lot of drama with that. So I'm not sure if Martinez is gonna fight on Canelo's undercard because we haven't heard nothing on the undercard of Canelo versus Charlo. And since we got Spencer Crawford over with, we should be hearing some news about that undercard because it's coming up. You know what I'm saying? We about to touch August tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So I can see him being on that card, even though I don't know his dealings with Eddie though. I don't know if he got a contract with Eddie. I know he's with Team Canelo, so he normally fights on Canelo's undercards. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what's up with that for sure. I can say I'm on Canelo's undercard. I think that Tapales easily work for anyway. And then maybe he can fight Neri. Yeah, I'm thinking those are going to be the fights he's going to have. Tapales, Neri, then probably Sam Goodman, maybe. I watched him live, yo. He good. He had a tougher fight than normal, but he got the victory. KJ in the new rankings. Salute to him, bro. For sure. 108. So we got a good fight coming up. The unified champion Kenshiro Tajiri. he got his WBC mandatory. Hickey Butler, former world champion. That's September the 18th. That's on ESPN Plus. That's the card Junto Nakatani is on. Man, that's gonna be a good fight right there. I think Kenshiro is #1 in this division, but Butler is a veteran, crafty, can box. You know what I'm saying? He had a good victory over Soto not too long ago to become WBC mandatory, and that was in Mexico. I thought he dominated that fight. So we'll see. I like the champions right here, like Ganji. He's with Matchroom. He just had a title defense. Jonathan Gonzalez, kind of like in the win right now. I know you're talking about coming back and fighting. I wanted to see him versus Kenshiro, but that shit didn't materialize. Hopefully those guys can get it together. And then 105. So, you know, they got the drama with the super and regular champions, CP Freshmart, Eric Rosa. Eric Rosa will be back on August 25th. He's taking a tune-up, and then those guys, they'll have to fight, man. That shit's crazy, bro. So they're supposed to fight by, I forgot the date. I think October 21st or some shit. I can't remember, but yeah, man, we'll see what happens with that. You know what I'm saying? They got the #1 spot vacant. I'm interested right here. This kid right here, #2. He won the Val Barker Award in 2016 in the Olympics. Olympic gold medalist. The Val Barker Award is like the best fighter in the Olympics. So he won that shit. You know what I'm saying? But he kind of obscured them. But he's #2. And he can give these guys some problems, yo. You know what I'm saying? All the champions and shit, he give them some problems. Oscar Collazo, he has a fight date August 26th in Puerto Rico. So 105 have been having a lot of action as of late. You know what I'm saying? More than usual. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up, man. We'll see. But yeah, so that's the WBA rankings. Yo, look, I ain't really compare and contrast like I normally do. Once I seen them come out, I just started the live. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna do that and post it on my Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Just new entries and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. But it really, I mean, nothing too much jumped out at me though. Dominique Francis, that's a new entry. Now I'm not sure, he came in #7, so that's a nice little ranking. So maybe he get an opportunity at one of these guys. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes this right here tell you everything. When a guy come in that high, they haven't been ranked before. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what's up with him. Maybe he'll face Kamatov, the mandatory, while he take a step aside. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of me figuring shit out. You know what I'm saying? They throw me in the live and shit, so I just go ahead and dunk that shit for them. I know a lot of people don't be on these rankings like that, for sure. Let me see. Yeah, Roach versus Hector Garcia, man. I want to see that fight. I think that's going to be pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I know Hector Garcia coming off the knockout loss to Tank, so maybe he having after effects from that shit. I think he had a medical exemption or something going on with him. So yeah, bro. We never know what these fighters be going through. All that good shit. That fight, I was waiting for that fight. I was thinking it was gonna happen in August. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I think Leo was in the rankings for a while, I think. I'm not sure what he's doing with it though. Let me see what else that caught my eye. Yeah, they got Earl Smith #5. This saying Bud Crawford being WBA champion. That's like a new shit right there. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that rematch. So yeah, man, nothing too crazy though. You know, so I'm gonna go back and, like I said, I'm gonna compare and contrast from last month to this month and post that shit on my Twitter feed. I do that shit tomorrow morning. But yeah, it ain't a whole lot. There ain't a lot of changes. Like nothing too crazy that like jumped out at me like that. So you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. So I just had to come share that though. Yo, this is how I figure out what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like you can kind of be a step ahead. Like your favorite fighter, you can check in the rankings and see where they at. If somebody you support, maybe they can get a title eliminator or have a chance to fight for a title, anything like that. So that's part of how I be picking fights and shit like that. So there it is. So I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you haven't already. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel. It's all good. If you listen to the playback, feel free to drop a comment. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button, all that good stuff, man. I appreciate it. You can follow me on my social media. It's scrolling across the bottom. Twitter at OverJ, Instagram LDubs Boxing, and then you can tap in with the website ldubsboxing.com. So appreciate you guys' time. You know what I'm saying? I salute to y'all once again. That's my time, and I'm out.